published by Penned in the Margins. He's also working with Victoria Bean on The New Concrete, an anthology of visual poetry since 2000 that will be out with Hamer Publishing in summer 2015. He works as a poetry librarian at the Saison Poetry Library and teaches for the Poetry School. Welcome, Chris McCabe.
Thank you, Sophie. I had this idea for a sequence of poems. Having worked at the Poetry Library for so long, we get requests every day for a poem for a funeral, a poem for a christening, a poem for a marriage. And invariably, the poems that people choose to go for are sentimental in some way. It's a time for emotion, not necessarily thinking too much about art. So I had this idea for a sequence which would work the opposite way. Poems for occasion, where the sentiment was negated. And I did that in two ways. I made the statements very simple, and then I followed that with dictionary definitions from words from the line that preceded that. So, Antonio got in touch when he was just starting the first series, and I said I had this sequence, and I showed it to him, and he said he was going to publish it. And he said, I've got the perfect title, which is Poems for Sale. So I asked him to explain, and he said in Brazil, often at train stations, people shout out poems for sale, because there's such a high level of illiteracy, but people want to mark occasions with poems, so people will write poems for people to then read for occasions. So I thought it was brilliant, and I liked that much of my blog is now called Poems for Sale. Poets should know the amount of hits that I get, which have nothing to do with my poetry. There is definitely an audience of people who want to buy poems. And Steve Files going to help me read this. Steve? I'm not going to read all of them. Poem for a birth. Your heart is the size of a poppy seed.
Heart, cardiac organ disposition.
My pulse decreases by 1 each year.
Pulse, heartbeat, oscillation.
You grow from what comes from us.
Grow, increase volume, thrive.
My grasp of what matters alters.
Alters, changes, transforms.
Your entrance to the world was vivid.
Entrance, opening, starting point.
My life has a new mode of measurement.
Mode, method, system.
You will come to know my weaknesses.
Know, understand, appreciate.
I will hear the words I say in your breath.
Breathe, exhalation, instant.
You will have no memory of these days.
Memory, cognizance, recollection.
I will no longer live a day of my own needs.
Needs, necessities, cares.
You will carry me with you after my lifespan. Poem for depression. I have left my childhood in another mind.
Mind, consciousness, psyche.
You will be my static until it passes.
Static, pause, block.
I have entered my platform for resolution.
Resolutions, beginnings, decisions.
Your clear mind measures my recovery.
Recovery, regeneration, betterment.
I have absolved every desire but wellness.
Wellness, completion, health.
Your warm flesh buoys the night hours.
Buoys, lifts, floats.
I am having thoughts I wasn't born for.
Born, delivered, produced.
You sense my nerves and cushion the space.
Nerves, agitations, stresses.
I search this mood of reduced serotonin.
Mood, feelings, emotions.
You are witnessing myself as a pigment in time.
Witness, observe, record.
The rest of my life follows after this. Poem for a marriage. I must be with you.
Be, live, to exist.
You want to have me.
Have, own, take control.
I need you to be happy.
Need, aspire for, desire.
You've come to know me.
Come, orgasm, to arrive.
I've thought about you.
Thought, in mind, idealize.
You've committed to me.
Committed, pre-spent, attached.
I'm faithful to you.
Faithful, in belief, honest.
You're bound to me.
Bound, in limit, pledged.
I've partnered you.
Partnered, joined, made whole.
You've married me.
Married, made visible, declared.
You arrive here with this part of myself. Poem for a funeral. You once taught me what I know.
Taught to impart, make learn.
I remember the best of you.
Remember, recall, put back.
You spent the time you had with me.
Spent, paid up, expended.
I took what I needed from you.
Took, possessed, made mine.
You made me what I am.
Made, created, shaped.
I dream of you already.
Dream, picture, reimage.
You told me life was hard.
Life, vitality, existence.
I owed you money.
Money, currency, cash.
You now have no need of it.
Need, necessity, want.
I am indebted to you.
Indebted, beholden, bound.
You remain, in fact, as I breathe. Poem for the afterlife. You know where I left the
Will, per,
I trust you to return.
charity, good.
You will keep for.
Keys, lock.
I watch you move.
Night, dark.
You pull tighter.
Bed, sack.
I left you for a.
Poem, odd.
You have shown.
Soulmate, part.
I move things.
Ghost, spectre.
You will accept all of.
Mind, conch.
I wait patiently to.
Reunited together.
You will live on. Final massive round of applause for Tanya, for Antonio, for Anya, for Sophie posting this evening.
I was just going to say thanks all for coming, and you know we can stay here for a few minutes, can't we? I don't know how long, but drink the wine. That's all I can say, and maybe we'll find something to eat soon as well.
Thanks,
Thank
Sophie.
you. Thanks, Sophie.